I paid a grand total of £270 for a box or an Xbox Series X, whichever you prefer. The listing on eBay states, attempted repair has been done but made no difference, so just selling as spares and repairs. And it says faulty HDMI. We know another technician's been in this one. I've never fixed one of these before. Can I fix it in today's video and make a profit? Let's get into it. I've never seen an Xbox One Series X in person, and what I will say is that I love the shape of the console. It's fairly heavy, but I really like it. I need to load up a video of how to disassemble an Xbox Series X. Condition-wise, it's actually okay. It's used, and you can tell it is because there's a few minor scratches up the top here and slight discoloration, but it is still a thing of beauty. Now, supposedly we have an issue with the HDMI port. You would look at this and go, I tell you what, that HDMI port, A, looks solid from what I can see, looks really, really good. And B, you might be thinking, oh, well, the warranty sticker, which is here on this console, hasn't been taken out because the label's still attached and stuff. You can see the label here has been lifted up a little bit. Also, if I turn the Xbox on the side slightly, you should be able to see that it has been opened. So I don't think they put it back together properly. A closer look at the HDMI port shows that it looks fine. Again, that makes me worried because the damage could be a lot worse on the inside. Let's see, I just want to make sure I just want to make sure, as always, that we have power. Okay, so I've plugged power in. Do we get something? Yes, we do. That's good. I've just plugged in the HDMI as well, just to make sure that it doesn't display an image, which it doesn't. What I will say is when I was putting in the cable, it felt very loose. So if I just take this HDMI port, can you see how much this is wiggling on camera? I'm hoping you can. I don't want to wiggle it too much in case I actually move it or tear any traces perhaps. So I don't think that's soldered on correctly. I'm hoping that's all that's wrong. Let's take it apart. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. That belt's not been done up though. What's this loose here? I've just pulled out this big metal chassis and this belt wasn't clipped up as it should have been. But this beautiful engine has been relatively easy to take out of the case. It was all going so well until this happened where the screw is completely stripped. I've got every single other screw out. This one, I think they've put it in with a hammer drill. It's now stripped, it's not coming out, it won't twist. I don't know what to do. Usually if I have a strip screw, I can use these bad boys to just put either side of the screw like this, and then I can twist it. This is just, it's just not happening. I've tried everything to get this stripped screw out. It's so bad. So I have ordered a Dremel, and even then, I don't know if I can fix this. So this repair became a lot more expensive, but people always say it's very handy to own a Dremel. I've just been streaming in my Discord to about 5 or 6 other people trying to get this screw out. On that note, if you want to join the Discord, the link will be in the description to see fun content like Joey battling a screw. Here is my Dremel 3000, and I mean business today. I'm nervous. Oh, I'm really nervous, man. So we're gonna go literally just bosh right there. Is that half and half? We had a lot of sparks, so I had to go downstairs, but you can see that I've completely taken the screw out. Now, are we going to be able to get the chassis off? That's the question. Yes, all right, we got the chassis off. You put up a fantastic battle, my friend, but you were no match for Dr. Dremel. Here we have it, the actual moment I've been waiting for ages, and it's the lifting off to see what the state of the HDMI port is. So I'm just lifting this off now and sliding this through, being very careful. Oh my God, it's come off. The HDMI port is off. It's not even on the board. I'm assuming it goes here. I can't actually believe the state of what I'm seeing, and I can't wait to show you guys what's happening. I'm gonna take you straight under the scope, but that is what we're dealing with, okay? As you can see, we have a few issues here. Pretty sure this little bit of glue like comes off. I've just made this as flat as possible so it doesn't get in the way of anything else, which is, I think, okay. I've got a lot of cleaning up to do. I'm not going to make any comments on the work that's been done here because I've been in this position and I know it can really, really suck. And I don't want to discourage anyone who's looking to get into repairs because this will most probably happen to you at some point anyway. My job right now is to try and fix this. I'm going to start by putting some leaded solder in the ground holes here, these 4, and then just some leaded solder over these pads as well. I think we're missing quite a few. Honestly, I thought removing that screw was the difficult part of today's job. I was just using a cotton swab or a earbud, whatever you want to call it, just to clean up the area, and these bits came off. I don't believe it. I don't know how much of a game these play. I'm going to very carefully move these to the side just for time being, because I need to clean up the area and see what's going on. I believe these are little diodes is what I'm thinking. Thing is, I don't know what way they go. In all honesty, I'm going to leave these until last. Now that the area is tidy, we prep the pads and the port with leaded solder. I'm going to heat this area up once the solder's on, and then I'm going to drop the port on, blast it with a little bit of hot air, and then I'm going to do the surgery bits for the broken traces that we see here afterwards. (450°C) with an airflow speed of 70%. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. It doesn't look too bad actually. It looks alright. I think this little area here that looks like a bridge, I think that's just flux. Let's just give these a nudge to make sure. These ones are obviously loose because they don't have anything to connect to, but this one, the others are fine. This one's really loose though, so let me just touch up this one real quick. But I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. Put a little bit of flux just down there. That should do it. Yeah, it's done it perfectly. Nice. Just a job. I'm just checking the other ones just to make sure. I've got 4 in total that I need to sort. That's not too bad. Before I do anything else, I want to secure this port in and make sure that it's really secure. Back of that doesn't look half bad if you ask me. If we turn it over as well, we can see that some of the solder has come through. On this left hand side it has here, and you can see at the front it's come through. On the right hand side it doesn't look like any of it's come through, so I'll have to put some solder on those legs on this side, but it's definitely more than solid. A lot more solid than what it previously was, let's put it that way. And now for the hardest part, the trays repair. How could I forget? Forgive me if I'm not talking way too much in this video. I'm just so nervous that I'm concentrating like you would not believe. I've just been speaking to both Leigh from Uber Micro Repairs and Chris from iFix Consoles, who are both absolute legends and have helped me with a little bit of a query in regards to the diodes that we have here. Remember I'm missing two? I think we're all in agreement that these are more of a protective diode, so the port can live without them. I'm worried that I'm actually going to do more damage trying to put these back on with the heat on the board than just leaving them. So, without further ado, this is how we're looking on the port. Should we put it back together and give it a test? Let's do this. The Xbox is set up. Weirdly, I haven't even put the back on yet. I just wanted to put it together as much as I needed to for testing. I'm pretty sure I didn't need to go this far to put the box back on, but I was following a guide and I got a bit too carried away and I just put the whole thing back together. Could be a really silly move if this doesn't work. Power's in, HDMI port's in. I'll be very shocked if this worked. It's hooked up to the Elgato HD60S capture card, so I don't know if it's going to show. I'm turning it on now. Nothing so far. I can hear it doing its thing. I don't know how quick this is meant to like... Yeah! Oh, let's go! Yes! Oh, man. Oh, sweet. Okay. Okay, let's go, man, let's go. I'm just gonna wiggle the HDMI port, well, the cable itself. Do I get any flickering? Nothing. All good, all good. Big shout out to both Chris and Leigh, by the way. I'll leave a link to their channels in the description down below. I'll make sure now as well that I include like a little clip showing that the 4K works on my TV downstairs. But I would now declare this Xbox Series X as fixed. And what a journey it was. All thanks to the Dremel. There's another shout out for E in my Discord for recommending it. I appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, you should enjoy watching me try and fix a PlayStation 5, my first one ever. I'll leave a link above my head right now for you to go and watch that, or just wait until the end screen and it will pop up there. Thank you so much for watching. Like it if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Let's go.